Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. So glad you've joined me from all around the world. It's been folks gathering to hear Daily Dose Radio in Africa and Asia and Europe and India and Southeast Asia, in South America and North America and the Caribbean. We thank you for all of those who are listening to Daily Dose Radio. It's wonderful to have you here. The Far East and the Near East and the house down the street are all listening, and I appreciate the fact that you're here to allow this poor man to teach you a little bit about the Psalms. Psalms, such a wonderful book in the Bible. And there's so much to learn and so little time to learn it, isn't there? So this is a 5-minute-a-day, 5-day-a-week studying the Psalms verse-by-verse Bible study that I call Daily Dose Radio. It's the Daily Dose of Psalms. You're going to get that every day, 5 days a week. This week we're studying Psalm 101. The introduction says it's a Psalm of David. I've titled this A Devotional Confession. So David's answering the question here, how do I order my life to walk in the way of the Lord? And he begins by saying, I will sing of mercy and judgment. You have to have mercy and judgment to walk in the way of the Lord. Mercy is the oil which allows the engine of devotion to happen, because you're not perfect and you're going to mess up. But the desire to devote yourself to the Lord, to walk in His way, according to His Spirit and according to His Word, that's the desire. And so mercy is the thing that allows that to happen, so that it doesn't become a religious ritual that dries up and doesn't provide you with any joy. Here today, we're going to look at verses 2 and 3, and we're going to look at David's focus. This is his focus, beginning here in verse 2. So if you have your Bible, why don't you open there to verse 2 of Psalm 101. I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. O when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. So you'll notice there in verse 2 we have perfect twice, a perfect way and a perfect heart. So this is the desire of the psalmist David. He wants this. He wants the perfect way. He wants the perfect heart. That's why you need mercy, because you don't have that. Not in this life. There is no perfection. There is completion, but there is no perfection. So I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. You see the judgment that he has to exercise here? To behave wisely takes wise judgment. You have to be able to judge between the good and the bad. You have to be able to discriminate between the evil and the holy. And so that's what he wants here. I will behave myself wisely. Need mercy for that. I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. This word that is translated here, I will walk, is a causative verb in the Hebrew, and it means I will cause myself to walk. So you get the causative sense here, really kind of fleshes out or beautifies the idea of the action. He has focused himself on walking within his house, with a perfect heart. So he's going to make that. He wants to make that happen. Again, let me go back to verse 1. You have to have mercy for that. I will walk within my house. I will cause myself to walk within my house with a perfect heart. So you see his commitment here, his dedication to this, his focus now. We get it all right there in that one sentence. And then you have verse 3, I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. Again, judgment. You have to have judgment to be able to discriminate between what's a wicked thing that I might look at and what's not a wicked thing that I might look at. And there's so much wickedness out there. Pornography, for example. Men, you all know this. Pornography is the thing that is drawing men away to wickedness today. I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. I'm sure that David dealt with that too. And this is something that he wants to make sure doesn't happen in his house. So he's trying to exclude that from his data set. He's judging that. And so he's excluding it. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. So the wicked thing to look at and the actions of others that might influence him, not in the perfect way, but in the imperfect way, in the way of the fool, the scorner, the mocker, the evil and wicked man. He doesn't want to go there. So he's not going to let it cleave to him, that thing, whatever that thing is. So his focus is on himself here in verses 2 and 3. He doesn't want to let go, because if he just lets go, then everything is, whatever might happen, might happen. No, he wants to be disciplined. This is all about disciplining the soul so that I might walk in the way of the Lord. Again, he's answering that very question. How do I order my life to walk in the way of the Lord? Okay, join me tomorrow. We're going to look more at his exclusion. So he's going to exclude some people from his presence. We'll talk about that tomorrow here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.